hovering up the atmosphere of another planet.
And we also see Mel Brooks open up a drawer and pull out a can of fresh air.
Start huffing it. And we begin with a fresh session of Rescue at Raxis. Is that coming from someone? Or no? Okay. There's some crackling, but I think it's just my headset giving up. That's fine, no, it's not transmitting. But yes, a fresh session of Rescue at Raxis. Last time, the party slew a great, horrendous question mark of a creature. It did things. Strange things. Weird things. Homebrew things. But the minds are not yet clear, and the party were on the threshold of engaging with some other potential large threat. Huge, even, if you will. The meat moss is still present in this cavern. Discolored, rippling, strange. And that's all the recap you need. Go.
Yep. Now I suppose we can only hope that this is the lesser of two evils, but...
Are we even sure that's the only one?
So do you have... Was this here where you said the creature was originating from these tunnels?
No, I mean, it wasn't anything like this. It might have started leaving it all behind, but we weren't at its heels. They were running from the front. Maybe one of the boys might have... No, we quickly pulled out. We saw what that thing was. We knew we had to lead it somewhere. All of his goop? Nope. Didn't see it before. Didn't see any of the other stuff before either. That happened after. Gave them just a little bit of time and they started to spread.
That is certainly worrisome.
Don't think any part of this, Sonny, could have been good.
Cannot disagree with you there. Well, I believe we should not hesitate any further and start moving along. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen?
I mean, yeah, I'd be okay with that. Just let me give me a minute.
Aren't you fine?
I thought we were. Oh,
we
do I
had
not
taken
have a
the
Oh,
dog?
yeah, a short rest afterwards.
Okay, I missed the short. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. Never mind. Retract the previous emotion. I forgot about the short rest. Yeah, my HP is fine.
Also, the tiefling is no longer in the air.
I do believe the half-elf is no longer restrained.
Unless she chooses to continue to be. It's important to consent.
Wow.
Don't try and cheat my family. They already conned enough. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Convescence.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Just for those of you in the cheap seats.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Now fucking move, a lot of you. Think about
Okay,
your
where are we
actions
moving?
as well.
Where are we
Oh.
moving? Oh yeah, down the hall, yeah.
Yeah. So we should probably still do the heavily armored first. Secondary armored second. Squishies in the middle. And then perhaps someone also a bit armored in the back.
You know, every party does that sort of thing, and half those parties end up failing, so maybe it's time to change it up a bit. Maybe that's the problem.
Yep, Ray's going ahead. She
Yeah, there
actually
you go.
fared very well. So there we go. Rain is going ahead first. And she is going to be searching the ceiling for anything that might still be there for some strange reason.
Well, I was gonna form up, but then Rain, like,
Okay. Roll
ran
me a
ahead,
perception
so-
check.
Okay. Da-da-da-da. I forgot to pull up my sheet. Oh,
As you look around, you are eagle-eyed, viewing, checking for any kind of bulbous lump or moving mass. Malgurn, behind her, you notice that there's a dude standing there, one of the skinvelopes, while she's eyeballing the ceiling thoroughly. But then Rain also noticed it. And it's stepping away.
that's a bad sign.
Shall we follow it?
Yeah, I'm
let's
going
do
to
that.
stealth it up. I'm not very stealthy.
Oh, we're doing comedy options. Hang on, hang on.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, I noticed Zarzul went in front of me, so I was just moving to make sure I was in front of Zarzul.
Here we go. Congrats.
There we go.
Nice.
Hey, look at that.
Droop, not bad, not bad. Positive numbers.
Rain is not the least stealthy. Cobalt, you
Popplesworth
can't
is
be
the least
causing-
stealthy. Good job.
He did
Way to
it.
go, Popplesworth.
We knew he had it in
He
him.
and,
And
he and
Pufflesworth would be,
Congrats
of
are right there.
course, next to Rain.
A lot of beautiful low rolls here. Let's hope that continues.
Eh,
So does the skin envelope notice us?
No.
we're stealthy.
As it continues
She's
to
gonna
walk.
very peek around the corner.
Hang on. This reveal area tab is always fucking wonky. It's the only bit of Roll20 that doesn't work. It then
Maybe
moves
if Courtney-
into the northern
will cover
tunnel.
the- oh, congrats, it's covered
What
in
about
yours.
this tunnel here? Yeah, that one.
Well, luckily, no pressing threats there.
Oh, good. It looks like it might meet up. So
Yeah.
Rain is going to signal for Zarzul to go forward while she comes down this tunnel.
Zarzul, the tread underfoot is horrific. As you're just squelching along with your bare feet.
Wolfgang is not happy either.
There's a lot of dense clumps. Patchy. Clusters of big tuberous veins.
I'm gonna do another look around for anything that might be moving stealthily on ceiling or whatever.
The skin envelope
seems
is
to have found-
continuing to move away.
I'll pause because I know that there's things to be seen.
So far, the roof seems clear. I mean, it's covered in shit, but you're not seeing anything. So hang on, hang on. Let's let the rear guard take up some positions here. We have at least Castalia's token to reposition. So you might want to put yourself and congrats somewhere relevant.
Yeah.
Or if you want, you two can split up.
Guess we'll take this path.
See, you had to say it. Incidentally, of course, she's taking the only light source that Cornelius has.
No, I have my lantern from.
And I mean, technically, I can cast light on something.
Mhm.
Actually, fuck it. She lights her mace too. Why not? There
Well, I
you
mean,
go.
everyone in the group apart from him and Congrats have dark vision. And Wolfgang. He
Yeah.
barely counts. Rain, give me a wisdom save before you take another step. So, back the fuck you
Oh
go.
boy.
You tremble. There is just an innate, instinctive shudder going through your body right now. You are frightened.
Wow, even with a 15, I'm frightened?
Yes.
Wow.
And then
15 might have been that might be the success as being frightened.
no, she is frightened.
It might also be the DC is 16 or 17.
And then as you freeze
Yeah.
in your place, you can't help but feed that sick, twisted curiosity that everyone gets in these sort of situations to look around the corner. And you glimpse something
Whoa.
large waiting around the corner. A sludging, horrible black mess. It's gonna be initiative as well. How you
Hey,
feeling,
now
Rain?
good.
She's
How good,
feeling
it looks
great.
safe. Nothing's happening.
Yeah. You are fine.
Low rolls all around.
So,
I mean, my
It's
21's
Rain's-
not that low.
so was there like a audible reaction from Rain, or was it one where you're so goddamn frightened everything just fucking freezes up?
Yeah, that's the thing. It is a freeze up moment. This is not a scream and terror. This is
Yeah.
holy shit, I should not make a single sound or move. You know, realistic fear instead of movie fear.
Mhm. But yeah, also depending on whether you're being startled or not.
Those are some excellent rolls, by the way. Well done, everyone. Applaud yourself on that. Malgurn, top of a round. You don't know what's about to happen, so we skip you.
Yeah, I'm looking around and I don't see anything.
It's not
so-
really a surprise round, but it's a case of you haven't really noticed anything. And then
So I don't even hear it. I don't even hear a noise from like Rain's direction. So I don't. Or,
Nope.
and
I had
then
no in-
Rain, you see it
Sorry.
sliver and slap into view. It is a rotting, hulking mess. But as it gets closer to you, you can't help but stare and notice similarities to certain aspects. For one thing, initially, it looks quite draconic. For another instance, you notice it's got seams, it has lines and joins in it all over, that are then smeared by rotting viscera. It looks like a webwork of the skin envelopes.
Ugh.
And then it attacks.
Which is not at all surprising.
Not at all surprising. First of all,
At
it's
least Cornelius now sees it.
yeah. First of all, its face
yeah, I'm
splits
definitely
through
seeing
many
it.
avenues as it tries to bite down. Oh, fucking yes!
Oh no!
I'm canceling that.
You can't.
Wow.
Devour.
It's technically a surprise. You don't have your reaction.
Fuck.
Oh fuck!
Oh no, you said before this isn't a surprise round.
Not for Malgurn.
Okay.
Because I was too far away. He's which makes sense.
I'm just terrorized.
I mean, if it helps, it has advantage, so I'll roll again. There we go.
Wow.
So that's
Yeah, all I wanted to do was cancel the damage.
yeah. I'll let you cancel the crit as you quickly expend your
Yeah.
channel divinity to save yourself.
Yes.
So you are now grappled in its maw, writhing in a mass of... It's not even proper teeth or a jaw. It is just a mass of these skin envelopes rolling, flopping, and pinned against each other, fused together. But they seem able to rupture themselves easily.
Why do I feel like Rain is always the character that ends up in like a fucking grotesque manga
Yeah, I've
situation?
been eaten, I've been rolled into balls. I get
You didn't
Stuck
just
into
get rolled
things.
into a ball, let's be fair here. You entered the bone zone.
yeah. I got boned
But
in an
then
unpleasant fashion.
but with her in its maw, it continues to move, Cornelius. Quite a ways as it slivers along on the biomass.
Hi, Cornelius.
As it then slaps down at the smaller figure.
And it misses because I've shocking shield.
Oh wait, I forgot. It doesn't actually have to get that close. Never mind. It stays back this far. It can move that far, but doesn't actually need to. As
Wait,
the limb
there's a
just
couple-
stretches out.
But there's a pummel sword there.
Oh, he's just dangling on its head like a fucking keychain.
Oh, okay.
He's a tea bag hanging out of its mouth. And then, as it ends its turn, it consumes. Rain, you are incinerated momentarily. As you're just
Ow.
bounced around inside this mass. And that's the end of its turn. Cornelius! Things happened.
They certainly did.
Hang on. He misses.
Oh,
16
God,
does
no.
not hit. He's at disadvantage because he's dangling.
Is he rotating like those badgers?
No,
I
not that
don't
kind
know.
of velocity.
Aw.
He's just hanging like a very pissed off little mascot.
So he's not spinning in his own space, like slowly, kind of wondering what the fuck.
Slight rotations, about 10 and 12 degrees.
Nice.
Yeah,
Hang on, I need to move Drew
I need-
closer. There we go.
yeah. After the horrific thing of seeing Rain getting swallowed up and then it coming and he's just managing to parry the fucking onslaught of this thing.
It's like a column of flesh seared out towards you and just managed to collide with a wall. For a
Yeah.
moment, fusing with it. You can see there's a little less of a biomass on the wall afterwards.
Cornelius know that he needs to distance himself between this and have some other people come and help.
On the bright side,
So-
Rain cannot see you making this tactical move.
Why
He's
don't you
going to-
fire first, motherfucker?
Don't worry. He's got to put a flaming sphere right
No, it's
here.
It's alright, you don't hear that.
I don't know why it says 7 fire damage, because it doesn't...
Let's see. Do I still have that fireball somewhere? You know, I'll just use a skin envelope. There we go. Here, you want to put it?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So basically it's in the way of it.
Yep.
Then he's gonna try and slam it, I guess, since it has roll for 2d6. That's fine. It'll have to do a...
Dex save, yep.
see-
19 succeeds.
Yep.
Ooh.
And as a result of the fire damage, those resting embers, Rain, they reignite.
Oh,
Oh. Oh no.
but wait, you said that it missed.
Yeah, doesn't it take half damage?
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
wait. Hang on. Does it? Let me just check.
I can just click spell description. There we go. Yeah, half as much damage on a successful save.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, you watch as the fire, small as it is for a moment, just ignites along it like all the lines of the fissures, of the splits. Especially on the insides for a moment. You see a bizarre, twisted facsimile of a skeletal structure light up. And there's also
And
some
I
water
hear-
in its head.
Can I also can I determine that the Rain was hurt by that?
Yes, you see movement in the head.
Yeah, but can I determine that she got hurt by that?
It's not really much to see. That's the problem.
I mean, I probably was screaming bloody murder.
Maybe. That's up to you.
Yeah, she would be screaming bloody murder.
There you go. You get a noise from it.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Unless
Vern
the-
hears Rain screaming bloody murder and does
Unless
nothing.
unless you assume the monster has a rather girlish voice.
No, I don't think I would.
There we go.
Yeah, it's more than-
If I'm on this side, you can see my red dot. There we go.
Yeah.
I'm sure everything is okay. Let's keep going, Zarzul.
It's not even your turn. Get back in position.
I know.
Yeah, no, then I'm gonna drop concentration on the flaming sphere because
You made him waste a
just-
spell slot. I hope you're happy.
Hey,
Droop,
can't you just shape the spell around me?
I have to do that first, and this was
Droop does
like
not
this
hit.
is basically because this wasn't my spell doing it. This was it getting hurt and, like I said, reigniting the embers inside it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
man.
So
sure.
I
Man.
can't do anything about that.
The heat's really working a number on me. I forgot attack of opportunity would be involved here.
Oh.
As you
Alright,
step out of
because-
its range.
Hmm.
Doesn't he have 2 flaming swords? Shut up! Shut up!
Does he just have a one
That's-
scimitar? No, he has
No, he
yet
has-
another scimitar.
I mean, shut up! That's what that's giving off the same vibe right now.
You gonna take the slap?
Yeah, because
It's more important to get
Well,
away, really.
yeah, I don't want to be grappled by it. Ow.
A 15 hits?
18 bludgeoning. No, a 15
No,
missed.
24.
Okay, you said take the slap, but
Yeah.
it took a while for Thrash to come up. I just saw the stone toss. Okay.
Well, I didn't want to roll until he confirmed he's perfectly okay with this.
Yeah.
Because I'd forgotten about it.
Ow.
Because the fucking heat is doing a number.
I'm there with you.
And that's the end of your turn, Ven. I assume you also point out vocally to all of your
Yeah.
friends.
I'll
Colleagues and
be
workmates.
I'll be yelling out, Rain's in trouble, and it's a big, horrible, grotesque thing.
Before Rain's turn begins,
not
he takes a
use
legendary
fire.
action.
What would
I don't like
would
this.
Malgern care?
Yes, he would,
Yes.
probably.
I mean, yeah, if I kill this thing, imagine, like, I kill the other thing.
Where
Yeah.
did I go?
Yeah, there is a moment for a party when they see this huge, slippery mass careen itself down south into the tunnels.
Okay, so it did make itself visible. I look over at Cornelius. Oh no, Cornelius wouldn't have seen that.
Rain, you're in absolute darkness and surrounded by meat and skin envelopes and tissue and sinew. And yet a horrible predilection of ash as well.
Well, what would be the best way to get myself the fuck out of here? Hmm. Uh,
You could always roll strength.
yeah, I guess that's probably the best way of doing things.
Or you could look at some of her magical potential.
Comedy option.
Well, the only problem with the magical options is, I am afraid of the fire thing happening again.
Mm-hmm. But you are,
That's
for the purposes of this here, you are grappled. It's just kind of the same as restraint, but it's not going to affect your spell casting. Apart from being able to see shit. But you know, you're inside. You've got dark vision. You can see inside his maw. It's not actually connected to any kind of digestive system either. So you know, check your spell list, think things over. You probably should have done this on someone else's turn.
well, I already did have it up, and I was thinking about it. But my only problem is, yeah, I'm a bit afraid that if I do something, I'm going to not.
Well, most
Wait,
important part
no,
is
I know
probably-
an answer to this. Can I use the boots to make myself fuck off in the opposite direction?
Yes.
Wait, you have
I'm
boots?
going to use my boots to fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Prender's boots.
Yes, I'm going to use my Prender's boots to fuck off. Thank fuck. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go.
Alrighty. As you look back to see the Pufflesworth is still dangling there.
Oh.
Oh shit. I forgot that's a full action, right?
Yep. Because it gets you out of trouble like
alright.
this.
Do I have a
It also
anything
does.
that's-
It's also got a damage value on it.
Yeah, what? Let me see. I have the button for it. I'm trying to find the button
You've
for
had
it.
it for about a year and a half now.
Oh no, I was saying I set up the button for it, but I can't find the button. Where did the button go? Oh, there they are.
There you go. It was a con save, I think. It does manage to save.
Yep. She is in a little bit of a panic, so she needs something to do with her. Yep. She is helping herself. Just because that's a bonus action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That's your turn.
There we go. Okay. At the end of your turn, it takes another legendary action. Cornelius. The biomass beside you twitches and writhes.
Oh god, no.
And from it, it pillars into a column of flesh.
Flash.
20 hits.
Oh.
Yep, I can't even reaction on that.
If you're wondering, it
Actually,
is
you're
rolling
aiming
with
at-
disadvantage, but you know, it's a high number. 13 bludgeoning
Ow.
as you just take it to most of your torso. It's quite a large limb.
Ooh.
I am very badly wounded.
You all watch as just this fucking the wall comes alive and it hates the wizard. It's like
I mean,
reality
that's fair.
said, no, stop using me as a toy. You are not playing God. Castalia.
Ain't we in deep shit?
Pretty
Yeah.
bad, yeah.
Alright, let's see.
I mean, Pufflesworth is practically disarmed at this point. How will you ever survive?
Feet of movement, so I can move there.
Don't forget, you've got 10 extra feet.
That is with 10 extra feet.
Okay? Just pointing it out.
I know, and I used it. And I will ready an Eldritch Blast should anything lumber on the corner.
Speaking of lumbering, but not around the
Should-
corner. Congrats
Should
is...
anything.
Hmm?
I have to be careful because anything lumbering around the corner could be rain.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that you're going to go for something big. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're aiming for something large, and she is no longer a large. However, on the
He's no
topic of
longer a chonkers.
on the topic of large, your brass bollocked boyfriend is charging. Looks like he's going to go the whole way.
Don't stop him.
Okay.
Alright, honey, have fun storming the horror beast.
As he just charges straight into it. Of course, that's the end of his action, but he does have a bonus. Should I use one of his bonus actions? Let's see what he's got here. Yeah, sure, why not? He uses Branding Smite. As he becomes even more gloriously incandescent. Just bursting with radiant, heroic energy, Malgern. However, it's going to do another legendary action. Pufflesworth has to give me a strength save.
Oh, God.
You got this, Pufflesworth.
He actually does for once,
Oh, wow.
thanks to danger senses. As the creature sinks into the ground, into the biomass, you can see stone crack beneath it and the meat ripple. As it moves over here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, Rain was correct. The answer was oh no.
Now it's Wolfgang's turn.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm a genius. Oh no.
Okay.
That's
It's just out of reach.
It's a good scene, but tragically it's from Gundam Unicorn, which is just awful. Or is it from Requiem with Senshi?
It's given us meme potential. That is enough for me.
Okay. Wolfgang is going to advance. Right there. And prepare to bite at anything that comes near that isn't a party member. Yeah.
Zarzul.
That sounds about it.
Yep.
And yep. Hang on, I gotta just check something quickly.
Just reveal the rest of the tunnel a bit.
Okay. Can I see through rain this big awful thing?
Yeah.
Quite likely.
Yeah, this thing is filling the tunnel.
Okay. Cool. Let's put a little bit of damage on it anyway. Clink.
Yeah, it's a hit. 28 does hit.
And is this in a whatever? Yeah,
An aberration.
Yeah.
You assume so, but it's hard to tell as your arrow just sort of sinks in against it. You think you hurt it, but it's not showing pain.
Okay. We did something.
Yay.
Anything else?
For bonus, I'm gonna put a hunter's mark on it. I should have done that first, but never mind.
Well, roll a d6. There you go, an extra 5 damage. Malgurn, top of a round.
I saw a meat thing go this way.
Oh, I forgot. Rain, give me a wisdom save.
Oh, fuck.
No, this was to get rid of the frightened effect if you can. And you do.
Woohoo!
You are no longer frightened of the thing, although you feel deep down you should be.
No, I'm not frightened to the point where I can't do anything, but I am definitely frightened of it.
Okay.
Especially its maw.
Yes, she does not want to go back inside of it.
So Malgurn's going to dash, and then if I can action surge, I get 2 more attacks, right? So that's one. That's one, and then I can action surge for a second turn. Is that how that works?
Yeah, second action.
A second, yeah. And then we're gonna try to, because I took down the other one. He's just buoyed up with confidence for once in his life.
Yeah, that's a clear hit.
Second one, not so much.
Toggling something here right now. That is a lame spell. Okay.
Oh no.
Some heavy hits there, so 31 damage total. Laying into it hard. It's the creature's turn. But before that, it is a lair action. So we're going to need, let's see here, yes, a wisdom save from Cornelius and Droop.
No. Why do I keep closing his sheet? It's a bad habit of mine.
Oh, and of course, Zarzul the Mighty would have went with you. There we go. If you ever Zarzul.
Ugh.
The 2 wizards hear whispers in their mind. It's in a strange, guttural, hissing tone. Cornelius and Droop walk sluggishly through the tunnel to get a line of sight and see the devil before them.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to need a second level spell from you, Cornelius, to attack Castalia.
Oh no, which one?
Yeah, that's a good point. Let me just click it for you, shall I? Let's see what you've got. What's juicy here on the old spell list? Oh man, you're just full of slots right now. Wait,
Yeah,
how can that
because
be?
I had Arcane Recovery.
It goes up to 4th level? Okay.
Hmm?
Oh,
No,
that is a good point. I mean, you've got that 4th level slot just sitting there.
Oh,
But,
it's
I
gonna
mean,
be fun.
we don't want anything that uses concentration, so just give me a 4th level fireball.
Ugh.
Right about here.
Hang on. Actually, hang on.
See.
Oh yeah, it should be.
Could you ping it again?
Oh no. Damn it! I thought it had. Well,
It's going to be basically right here, so I think it covers pretty much everyone.
96. 96.
Like, we're kind of looking at this sort of distribution.
Yeah, where was that? Oh, is that it? Yes, that's it. That's the one.
38. And
Okay.
everyone's gonna beat a
16.
yep. Deck save.
Have fun, everybody.
I don't care. I take half damage anyway.
Yep.
Fuck. You malgurned it.
Hey!
Zarzul and Malgern were ready for this wizard bullshit to turn on them.
It's always
Just
been in the
Cornelius,
back of
you malgurned me.
It's always been in the back of Malgurn's mind. He was
problem,
ready.
The problem is Droop is also going to cast a spell.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Castalia, you are surrounded by badgers.
Oh no.
It's a deck save.
Oh well, that's not so bad.
Especially not against Droop.
And then again, I seem to be having. Oh nope, my Alara night is over.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you managed to avoid it. You somehow duck, weave, and bodge in kind of a dancerish manner as you escape the badger twirl. But, yeah, pretty much everyone's got lit the fuck up. Wolfgang's down. Let's see about Zarzul here. Nope. So he is down. Yeah, we'll say it goes around the corner for congrats. He does not make it either, so he takes the full. Well, he takes half. 19. And Cornelius, the moment you have finished the incantations and the ball of fire expands, that's when your senses come back to you.
I can only look on in horror, realizing what have happened.
And you've killed Zarzul. Well done.
He's not dead. He's at 0.
I almost killed every one of you.
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's pretty stung right now, I imagine. And now the creature's turn.
Rain is not happy.
Which is a shame because it's gonna reach its mouth out to you again.
No.
I get 20 free hits.
It does, motherfucker.
Do you notice I even gave it a very low modifier? 22 piercing.
Yeah, as I said, I was already malgurned.
Yep. Look at the bright side.
So,
The job has been finished. There is a downside here, though. You know what happens next, Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is suddenly a twitching of static, electricity, and you are jolted. So that's one failed death saving throw, because it's not a melee attack.
Yeah, this
But
is fantastic.
And then it's going to smash you, Malgern. For 23. I think that hits.
Yeah, that hits.
18 bludgeoning.
18. Okay. I'm sure this is fine.
Oh yeah, con save from Zarzul for your hunter's mark.
Damn it. Yeah, where are we?
Yes, I remembered. Yeah, you still pass. Because you saved against it. So half. You're still only beating a 10. That's the end of its turn. Cornelius, now you have the ramifications of what you were forced to do against your will. It was an insidious voice that really dug into your brain.
Yeah, and what the fuck do I do now? Because now Rain is fucking eaten again.
You
As soon
assume.
as she's in the...
And unconscious.
Yeah. Fuck.
You might have to use the ring to revive her.
She's
If
got the
there's anything
diamonds.
left to revive.
Yeah. It's a good thing I have a backup character.
Chipper way of facing death.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, when you said that the moment I let go of the fireball, I was at my own senses.
No. Get the fuck.
No.
That is done as you're casting the spell.
Yeah, I know.
You can't evocation your way out of this.
No, I was about to say if I could have used my reaction to counterspell my own spell.
No, that is way too esoteric there.
Wow, that's.
Now, if there was a mirror, I would have allowed it. So what you doing, Cornelius?
Yeah, that's a problem. I don't fucking have it. Yeah, if Rain wasn't eaten right now, I would have done something, but fuck me.
Droop is also horrified for what happened, by the way.
Yeah.
From his own actions.
Yeah, I guess just gonna run up here and survey the damages, mutter a slight apology to Castalia. And I'm guessing I can't really see much of anything.
It's a bit of a tough angle, but you're a spell sniper.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just try and hit it with a ray of frost then. I don't really have much else I can... actually... it won't do any much good. Because it'll just move the next turn anyway. Or in the legendary bullshit or something.
This is how a single monster is meant to keep up with a
Yeah,
party
I
of
know,
many.
I know. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
we're
gonna
not
try and
taking
hit it with a
some
ray.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
Range
try
just
and hit it
having
with
very
a ray
bad
of
luck.
frost. Yeah, I'm guessing that's a
14
miss.
misses. Yep.
Yep.
Droop will chip in. He does
Oh, good
13
boy.
damage. Waving around the wand of magic missiles a little ineffectively.
That's actually before my turn. I'll tell Castalia. Should my mind not be of my own again, take me out.
Understood. I don't want to, but I understand.
And for its legendary action,
Fuck.
Oh no.
it's all right. Luckily, the
You should
meat
get-
around you guys, most of the ones in the tunnel, has been cooked by the fireball. So instead, from behind Kagratz comes a column of meat. With a thrash. Which actually misses. He's blessed, as a hero properly is.
I hate you.
Malgern, you're the first one who's had a chance to see this, really. I suppose
God.
Kagratz as
I'll
well,
move
although he
myself
can't convey
in
as
here.
much. Yeah.
Oh, you're
When
in
you
there
saw
again? Great.
when you saw its head convulse and crush down on Rain, you could see a subtle shimmer going across its entire figure.
No.
Shimmer, huh?
So anyway, it's Rain's turn. I accidentally skipped it there.
Well, no, I death saved.
Yeah,
I-
she.
Ah, okay.
Oh, and Pufflesworth is not even coming her to aid.
Yeah. What a piece of shit.
Well, I mean, would you?
I mean, no, but I'm Malgern, so.
There
Why did
we
you say
go.
that?
He's going in reckless. Just because he wants to kill it. He doesn't know about Rain. He didn't see her go in its mouth. He got a hit. Which does,
did?
which
Okay.
does 1 damage. Because you bet this thing is resistant against mundane
He
damage.
rolled
Look
a
at it.
1, poor guy.
No, he did 3, but it's... Like, look at this creature.
No.
You know this thing is resistant to normal attacks.
No, but you look at the thing, he rolled a 1 in his attack, and then the first time he rolled... Poor guy, he's just rolling ones.
Now it's Castalia's turn.
All right. Let's see. Think I can make it. I can. And I see the creature.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to see. This is not a trick of perspective like the other creature. This thing is filling the tunnel.
Oh, Hexblade's curse on that. And let's go for it. Normal roll.
Eldritch Blah. And Eldritch Blah.
Yep.
So just blah.
18,
Jeez.
16.
Yeah.
I roll some of the damage number.
Yeah. You actually managed to do some damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's now looking fairly injured, as you might imagine,
And that's my turn.
as the force bolts just pushing great divots in its body. There's drippings and seepings around it, but you can't puncture it. Kagratz, however, is unable to join the fight
Because of Pufflesworth.
because of Pufflesworth. Isn't it great that you cheered him on, Cornelius?
Why doesn't he physically move Pufflesworth?
He can physically push him a square with one of his attacks. And then move and use the other attack to hit it.
Alright, if you want to do that.
Is everyone fine with moving Pufflesworth?
Yes.
All right, there you go.
I think as his owner, she has.
Well, he's
say
got to
on
win
this.
the roll-off, though. You never know.
Yeah,
You never know with Pufflesworth. I mean, he's a very surprising type.
come on. You gonna be the best?
Aw.
That boy little shit.
Oh, I see which rolls which now. Neat.
I just come in with a Molten Maul. And hits, because of course he does.
Yep.
Which does that.
Wow.
What do you mean, wow?
That 4 on the radiant where it's yeah.
Yeah, but that's just 2d6. That was a branding smite thing. Now this thing is lit up. It cannot go invisible. And he did 20 damage in that hit.
Yep.
Also, luckily, Rain, the fire does not spread around it. Nor does the radiant.
Thank fuck. Thank fuck.
There might be a reason for that. But importantly, he's also going to put some extra smite on this. Does he have... He does have one left. He does have a big smite left.
The big smite.
So he's done 46 damage in one hit, because paladins are fucking bullshit.
Correct.
Yes.
And he does have his channel divinity. It's temp HP, though. So it has to go... Let's see here. So... Inspiring Smite, so... That's really only useful for Malgern if we think about it.
Yep.
And he can't see Rain, but then temp HP doesn't work on her anyway. So Malgern, wow. Again, he doesn't like you that much. You've shit the bed in this one. You get 11 temp HP.
Okay.
As I subtract the 46 damage, because fucking hell. You know what's weird? That's branding smite over. That's all it does. It'll keep him glowing for a minute if he continues to hold concentration.
Take all any HP I can get at this point.
And with that there, we've got it over. Let's take a look now.
Dog turn.
Not quite.
Oh.
Wait, wasn't that we? Oh yeah, that was Castalia's turn. Never mind, I'm a fucking dumbass. No,
Yeah.
carry on.
Instead, it's going to use legendary action to inflict its presence. Let's see here. Oh, that's advantage on these things. There we go. That's congrats, fine. Pufflesworth is not good. And Droop.
What's the radius on that?
It's considering it's the whole point is the echoing tunnels. It is everywhere in this little nook.
Yeah, I was about to say if Droop
Yep.
is affected, then we are affected. Wow, I am not doing good with rolls tonight, except
Yep.
for one time with my damage on a fucking fireball.
Oh, is that wisdom save for everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would you think you're exempt?
I don't know. For some reason, I was like, okay, only the spellcasters are rolling.
Look
but
at
no,
Mr.
that's
Big
not.
Shoes here thinking, oh, I don't have to. So you're terrified
yeah.
now. That's what you get, you piece of shit.
Yeah, Sazul is the only one not terrified. Well, in the
And congrats.
and congrats.
Which actually makes thematic sense. As they face down a mockery of draconic intent. On the bright side, they're now immune to it for 24 hours. The rest of you, shit scared. But you get the roll
Yep.
save in your next turn. Zarzul. And of course, Zarzul.
That's
Okay.
right, we have a Zarzul on the ground.
Oh,
Failed death saving throw. For
yep.
him, Rain, and the dog. Rain is on her last death saving throw, by the way.
But we
I
can't get.
know, but I can't get terrain, can I?
There is a way. As you look at this roiling, horrible mass of a creature.
Okay.
You want to
Is-
dive in?
Yeah. Is pouring a potion on Zazzle counted as a bonus action?
It is a full action to make someone else drink a potion.
No, he said he was pouring it on him.
Then it's not going to be very effective.
I'm just going by what he said, man.
Okay. That's an action. Can I jump in there and do my bonus? As well as make Zazzle drink potion?
Yeah,
Technically,
action to do
this-
potion, then bonus healing word on Rain. Yes, that will work.
Yeah.
You will also be in its
Okay.
mouth.
No. I'm not happy with this.
As
to be a
you
big
march in
goddamn
there,
hero.
doing the duty of a kobold, sacrificing yourself for the greater good.
It's time
I
to be a
know.
big goddamn hero.
Rain won't begrudge Zarzul if he doesn't get in the mouth with her.
I don't have a choice.
You always have a choice. There's just consequences for what choices you make.
Yeah, you can just let her die.
I know. But,
Cornelius has the ring.
And you'll have to live with
Cornelius
it.
does have the ring.
And you'll just have to live with that, knowing that you could have stopped this, but you didn't.
But Cornelius
Okay,
does have the ring.
I'm in there. Hopefully I can see somebody in there.
Yes, let's describe the scene here as Zarzul pours the potion onto Zarzul the Mighty. Yes, you remember to do that first, right?
Shove it in his mouth. and
Yeah,
hope
it's a
it-
good thing
hope
to
it
do that
glands.
first.
Yeah,
Is that a regular or anything?
it's just a regular potion.
Okay. Hey, he's up with 10. Look at that, he got max.
I did good.
Yeah. Now, then you did dumb. Heroic, but dumb. As you ran towards it, you clambered up the back of Congrats, bounced off the head of Malgern, arms spread as you just leapt at the face, and it snatched you up immediately.
Oh no.
Uh,
You are now closer to Rain than if you two of you were in a mosh pit,
Oh, dear.
being bound and ground against each other.
Okay, and well,
You do feel very powerful jaws around you. This may be difficult to get out of. But Rain, you're awake and alert. And you're still in his mouth.
Yay!
And Zarzul's here.
She's looking confused as fuck.
And if this thing chews you any harder, you may have things to explain to Horizon West. You're going to be shaking out your armor and scales are going to fall out. You're going to stink of both kobold and weed.
You've been with another man.
I wouldn't
I've been
say man.
masticated.
Yeah.
I've got a question. What does frightened mean for somebody like Malgern?
For Malgern,
Disadvantage.
frightened means you cannot willingly move towards the creature, and you're at disadvantage to do anything against it, attacks and skills.
Okay, that's not quite as bad as having to run away.
Well,
Okay.
it's going to be a bit of an issue here. Malgern.
So, I'm. But do I take a disadvantage if I want to say try to save Zarzul from the monster?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is on
Oh,
skill
yes.
and attack rolls.
Skill and attack rolls.
The only thing exempt are saving throws.
Screw it. We're gonna try to pull the fucking airplane kobold out of the thing.
As it tries to resist you. It doesn't. You
It
yank
does?
out 1.
No, disadvantage.
Oh, yes. Okay, it wins, Vin.
Yep, I'll play fair. Yep.
Good. Then we have
well-
a lair action. Oh, I suppose you got your extra action.
Nope.
You
That
can
was my
try
action.
again.
Oh, I get 2 action. Okay.
Well, it's sacrificing your attack for it.
Okay.
yeah,
I
you're-
didn't know it. I
So you
didn't
have
know
2
it translated
attacks, so
to
you can
one.
use both.
well, I mean, is he trying to like pull Zarzul out?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull Zarzul free.
You see, I'd see it more as he's trying to open the mouth, because there's nothing of those two at reach.
All right, then yeah,
Okay.
that'd be fine.
But it's basically a
So-
grapple attack. You're trying to break a grapple by grappling.
Yeah, I was about to say, if it's a push attack or something that you can
Yeah.
argue, yeah, it works.
Like a push would actually work. That's the weird thing about this.
Okay, let's try.
Yeah.
Gotta beat an 11.
Gross.
Yep.
I mean, there's a chance it rolls. Never mind.
It would have to roll in that one.
Yeah.
Hey, it happens 1 in 20 times, right?
More with some of the party.
Yeah. Hey, I'm lying to my super prodigy over here.
Let's see here. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna need a wisdom save from, man, I think, from Castalia to Cornelius. Actually,
Oh,
no, it
okay.
should be a bit more centralized, come to think of it. It should be, so yeah, Castalia to Malgern. So that's congrats as well.
Alright.
As there's a sudden flash of changing light emitted from the rocks and the gems. It's some sort of hypnotic pattern. So Malgern, you're fine, you shake it off. Castalia, you are a little bit dazed. And congrats, how's he do? He is also dazed. Oh, actually, let's see here. Is it just 5 feet for his? Maybe you're actually fine. Yes, within 10 feet, you are fine, Castalia.
Okay.
Because you're next to congrats. So, your turn. Oh no, what am I talking about? It's the fucking creature's turn. It's because both the icons are very dark. So, what shall it do? What shall it do?
Tina's just giving Zarzul a look which indicates she thinks we're about to get chomped on.
It's a good opener, isn't it? There we go. As the two of you are just brittled up.
I'm going to point something out. Hold on. Fucking hell, I can't touch the button. There we go.
Out cold again.
Yep.
Which is a shame, because the next bit's gonna suck too. In a way. Literally, it's gonna blow. As it expels you two.
Gross.
So I have a quick question.
Yes?
Do my death saves
they
carry
reset.
over?
Yeah, they reset.
Okay, thank fuck.
But you've now got a failed one.
Yeah.
So that's a dex save from both Malgern. Congrats. Yeah, Zarzul also gets to make one. Wolfgang takes a hit. He's in the cone. And Castalia.
Where do I go?
Don't worry, I will put you two where you need to be.
Okay. Ow.
As you were just hurled out. If it wasn't such a tense situation, a few of you might admit that was humorous. But then you hear the
Okay, so-
crack, and you think, oh no, shit.
Okay, question. How much of that damage does Zarzul take?
Half, because you made the save.
Oh, well, never mind.
Is he out cold?
I'll point out. I did say don't go in there.
This is why you never use con as a dump stat. Never.
Is that what he
If
did?
I hadn't gone in there, you would be dead now, rather than out cold.
Zarzul is only slightly ahead of Cornelius when it comes to HP.
Gross.
He has about 4 more. And then it's just going to start whacking. Let's see. Eeny meeny. Okay. It actually misses. Once again, it misses. Congrats.
Stupid sexy dragonborn.
Cornelius, this is bad.
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything in its mouth now.
Correct. Oh yeah, I can get rid of that hunter's mark. That's not there anymore.
So so this thing enjoyed level 4 fireball, right?
I mean, it doesn't look like it was the thing whispering. Considering it is just a mass of skin envelopes and viscera welded together.
Yeah, but
But you're gonna hit it big, are you?
oh yeah.
Okay. Let's see how we do, then.
Was it 96?
Well, it doesn't save. It's got that going for it.
Yeah, I knew it. That's when I would roll low. 28.
That is pathetically low.
Yeah.
That's why it's still alive. Anything else from you?
Just gonna move back a little bit in case something else gonna happen.
Droop tries to channel his mastery of magic with a chaos bolt and misses. He has missed all but one of his chaos bolts.
Yep.
It does, wow. It does, however, hit the wall, turning that patch of meat into a clump of hair, coarse and wriggly.
Oops.
At the end of its turn, it takes a legendary action to burrow and reappear elsewhere.
Yeah, I knew it.
To be fair, you did just hit it.
Hmm.
Rain, give me a death saving throw.
Yep.
Good, that's a success.
Yeah,
Pufflesworth contemplates.
Cornelius is gonna yell out that it's over here.
Yep. Pufflesworth contemplates.
Oh no.
Zarzul is right there. He's got no loyalty. Does a 17 hit?
Let me just quickly check. I have a feeling it doesn't.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got advantage. Okay, 17 is what he's got to beat.
I got 19.
Yeah, so he just bites down and just shakes the corpse around for a bit. Doesn't do any damage. Doesn't fail you a death saving throw, but he's going for you.
Ooh.
Hmm?
Ugh.
Yeah.
What the hell is wrong with us, man?
Oh, nothing's
Don't
wrong.
answer that.
Well, there's a
Don't
lot
answer
wrong with
that.
you, but in general, it's just because he's a stupid brat. So, legendary action time. What, oh, what shall be done? Oh, I know. He's gonna once again try to punch. Let's see. They're both in the way. Okay. This time it's Malgern. Wow, does a 27 hit with disadvantage?
How does it hit from that far?
Yeah. Well, I guess it's the wall that hits.
Yeah, it's the wall. The wall
Okay,
meat.
yeah.
That's why it rolls
Yeah.
a disadvantage. It can't see you guys.
Yeah. Just show me the number so I know how fucked I
15.
am.
It's been doing this for a couple of rounds, Pio.
Hmm.
It's walloped Cornelius several times.
Well, first one was when I tried to run away, and the second time was through the wall.
Yep. Alright, it's your turn, Castalia.
Oh.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I know.
He's moving.
Could,
Zarzul is stabilized.
Congrats is a little bit torn, but Wolfgang looks very injured. And Rain is out.
Isn't Wolfgang dead?
He's down.
One off. One more fail and he's dead.
Yep. It's a tough choice to make.
I mean, we can get another Wolfgang, right?
But Wolfgang's alive with 5 HP.
At least I'm no longer afraid.
Hmm? No, you gotta save against it, don't you?
No, it's his end of turn.
Okay. I forget which way I did that there for one of them.
Yeah. On failure, the target creatures are frightened until the end of their next turn.
It was the other monster where you have to do a wisdom save. Okay. So sadly, you're still down, Rain, but it's because Wolfgang was definitely on death's door.
That's fine. Rain is not upset.
And Zarzul is
Oh, she's
stabilized.
unconscious.
He's not up, but he's stabilized.
So Rain's the only one that's still bleeding out.
Actually, we might want to do it the other way around then, Castalia.
I only have one failure and one success, so I mean I'm good.
Although I'm just thinking, because Castalia used her medicine check, that just means he's stabilized. He doesn't wake up yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we do it the other way around where she did Wolfgang instead, and congrats
Wolfgang
revives Zarzul with 5 HP.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let Wolfgang sleep for another round. I get it.
Just to the benefit of the party.
All right.
Okay.
Triage is a hell of a thing.
Yep. Wolfgang is safe. And we got a legendary action. It's going to... at a normal roll. Devour Droop. But misses. Actually managed to miss Droop.
He's too small.
No, wait, correction, that is his armor class. Get in there.
Oh, fuck. You gave us hope, man.
Oh, and he's unconscious.
Oh, God.
It's okay, Cornelius. We can get you another one. It's fine. They're everywhere.
Now it's Zarzul's turn.
Okay.
There was a...
And then silence.
You can see that Wolfgang is fine.
Yep. So Zarzul's going to move down here and fire off another spell. Cure wounds.
And Zarzul the Mighty charges in. Going in reckless. But he doesn't have any rages left. Still gets 2 hits, though. Damage. While Zarzul tended to the weak, the injured, Zarzul also slew the beast.
Yeah, I fucking do it.
It only had 9 left. Combat is over. The beast itself just decomposes incredibly quickly. Fortunately, it doesn't completely decombobulate. Droop is still fine. He's just left there, nearly drowning in a puddle of this hideous thing.
It's got to quickly try and drag Droop out of it.
I heal Wolfgang. And then I go over here.
Congrats will stomp over and give 5 to Droop. Just to save a
okay,
spell.
that works.
Yeah. He wakes up screaming, but then that's normal for him. There is a whooping and a hollering from Zarzul the Mighty.
This is acceptable.
And the beast is slew. The meat moss gathered around the cave is also starting to fester and rot.
That's at least something.
Here we go. I'm not fucking dying.
The party live.
Barely.
I warned you about this
She
one.
is cranky ass. And then she kind of comes up to this place to go check out what the fuck is going on.
And immediately gets eaten by the second one.
Yeah, she's worried about that, but she's saying, "Oh fuck
Please,
it."
eaten by the 4th one. The 2nd one is further in. What you do see through the putrefying slime meat sloughing off is a door. It is solid, metal, sturdy, unadorned.
No, hang on. I'm just saying we could probably use another short break.
Yeah, but she's gonna look it over first.
Okay.
Does it look like it's something that would be easy to open?
It looks like it's going to take some force.
I call back and ask Zarzul if he knows what's behind the door.
No idea.
Hey, Jobby.
Other Zarzul.
Yabi,
Yobby.
as he just looks across in the aftermath, looks at Droop, looks at Cornelius, scribbles things down, looks to Wolfgang, Pufflesworth, to Gratz, Castalia, and Zarzul, notes things down. Scribbles down about Malgern. There's a lot of scribbling being done there. And then looks down the hallway to Rain. Hey,
Hi.
don't touch.
Why not?
What's here? We need to clear out.
We don't know.
You don't know.
Okay, phrase that around. Zarzul? Zarzul the Mighty? I'm moseying, I'm coming along. Right. Oh, right. That's where the monster came from. It had some other stuff. That was where the set of armor and stuff were. But considering that thing came out of it, you know, maybe keep the door shut. In fact, it's weird that it closed it.
We might want to deal with this in case that whatever it is opens the door again and comes out. More of it comes out.
Now I'm not saying this for me. I got a lot more left in me. But the rest of you look a bit rough.
Well, yeah, I do recommend. Yeah, we have to get rest beforehand, but we might want to still push through after we rest.
Okay, I'm just saying, for your well-being.
Yes, I will have to agree with Rain on this. And with Zarzul that we need a rest.
I agree. We need to rest up.
Is there a safe room anywhere near here?
Fellas, you cleared the mine. The whole place is safe. Unless there's more of them from the surface coming, which I suppose could happen quite easily.
Speaking of which, what will be the plan once we found out that we have cleared out? Was it that everything has been cleared out here? Will you be returning to the city?
Well, the idea was just to check on the mine to preserve it from any trouble, keep the workforce alive as it stands. That's been achieved to a satisfactory standard.
Mm-hmm.
You do, however, raise a good point, but the further rooms may need cleared. Which would, of course, come under the standardized mandate of the objective. So indeed, the mines are not yet clear and safe, as was the arranged agreement. So the job is yet to be done.
Yes, but my question was more, since Zarzul brought up that there might be creatures coming from the surface, and with your workforce as it is already so depleted, would you be returning to the city in order to return to the mine to get it proper up and running again, or?
I don't quite have the authority to make such a judgment call, sir. I fucking do! We're going back to town! You got wheels?
We got some wheels, yes.
You got legged things to pull them?
Yep.
Yeah, then fuck you, Yabi. We're going back to town. Work is postponed.
You heard him, Abby.
Yes, I heard him. Yes, I'm well aware. Yes. He starts to scribble. Changes pages a few times, add a few more sentences to previous bits. Yes, fine. We will make a withdrawal from the mine with staff in tow. However, I'm going to note down here very clearly, this was the statement of Foreman Zarzul. under the reluctance of Supervisor Yabi. There, good and clear.
All right then. Well, that at least cleared up. We at least know what to do after we make sure that everything else has been cleared out. But for now, let's go back to a less fetid room for an hour's rest before we enter into this door, I believe. And again, my apologies for the event. Something took control of Droop and I.
With my knowledge of these things, would I think that whatever took control of Cornelius was that thing we just fought, or maybe something else?
You have a rough knowledge of things that should not be, but the behaviors of something you've only just met, you have no idea. It might be capable of that, but I mean, you were in its head. It just felt like it was there for gnashing and mashing. It was smart enough to attack, out of sight and whatnot, but where the fuck this was, it's a question.
Okay. I think a short rest, then we see what's on the other side of the door, and then we leave.
That sounds like
All
a
right.
good idea. So they don't want to give whatever creature will be waiting outside of any chance to regroup for another assault on these mines.
Alrighty, congrats is back up, ready?
Wow, a whole 15 hit points.
Fuck.
Oh, wait, Droop only has 2 hit dice left, so that's him. Near full, anyway. I bet you're wishing you'd leveled up at this point. Some people hitting their max on their hit dice quite nicely. Yeah, still working. Is it a very quiet moment of rest?
I think one of the 10 gold wine is gonna get passed around as compensation for the 4th level fireball.
Malgurn also
Ray-
has that bottle of not the weak shit that he's finally breaking out, trying to hide it from view so he doesn't have to share.
Rain will greatly appreciate any alcohol that's being passed around.
It's strange, Rain. Once the bottle arrives to you, there's barely a few drops in it. It takes a moment to look over at Cornelius and see that, wow, there's a whole lot of brown, red, scaly dudes between you and him. There weren't before, but now there are.
She looks unhappy.
Quite a few of the kobolds are moving around a little bit freer now.
No, I imagine that considering with usually how it is that having Droop make illusionary glasses. That's how he usually does, isn't it? He makes the plates and such.
He does that for the
Yeah.
cabin. When he's outside the cabin, he can only conjure up one item at a time.
Okay.
So he always has a wine flute for Cornelius, of course. Or makes the required decanter.
Okay. Never mind then.
But more booze is broken up from the break room anyway. There's about a bottle each. The rest vanish quickly. And you're going for the hard stuff, Malgern?
Well, I have that one bottle that I've been saving, so
Yeah.
I'm trying to drink it without anyone else noticing.
How much do you try to go for? Do you swig? Do you sip?
No, I'm because it's like fire water, so I'm kind of trying to just feather it out there with my finger, you know.
Drinking it properly, then. Good.
Yeah, and then I put it back. I don't drink it all.
Yep.
You don't waste it all, but yeah, I need a little pick me up.
And so the party get their benefits of a short rest. They're, what, third now in this one session? Or one
It's
area of
been
nine?
oof.
Yeah.
One long rest, and that this is the second short rest.
Okay.
Zazel's going to see if he can get any feeling of wrongness from behind the door.
Yes. You don't even have to roll.
Oh,
You
yeah.
have an intense feeling of nausea.
Yeah.
Little
Is there
sense
any-
of vertigo.
Can I sense much from where we've come from? Or
Oh
is
no,
the
this isn't a
wall
case
still-
of you using your bullshit revised ranger senses. You're just feeling this on getting closer to the door.
Okay. Then we instigate plan R.
Okay.
Fall back on religion. Start praying. Oh fuck.
Yeah, we can see how well that worked.
You're down low, no one's listening. Or if they are, they're not who you were talking to originally.
Okay.
Rain is going to heavenly look at this. Is there an easy way to open the door? I didn't ask if she is. I didn't say she is opening the door. I said, is there an easy way to open it?
It looks like it's just a push affair, but it seems pretty, solid in there.
Is there anything about the door that looks unusual?
The fact that it's attached fine is the unusual part. When you think about the creature you slew, and how this is perfectly fine. It's just solid, dull metal.
Well, could you just gotta step back and allow anyone who has the strength to open the door if they wish to do so?
Okay.
I'm
Incoming.
going to.
This
Rain
one
will
kobold
try
comes in
to
there
open
rolling
it.
up the sleeves.
I mean, this is how it actually works for Curse of Strahd. If we need the
Rain is
muscle,
going
the
to try
kobold
opening
walks
it.
forward.
Rain is
So,
going to suggest that Malgern and Congrats come in, but she wants to be the first through the door because she has an inkling that she might have a better idea to figure out what the fuck is going on, but instead of those guys.
What?
Remember what happened last time you went first?
Yes, I do.
Are you
I'll go.
certain you wish to do that again?
She thinks that it might be the better idea because she's hedging that it might not be immediately something that goes curse black.
All right.
Zazel's jumping up and down trying to reach the handle.
There is no handle.
Ah. Is there a sign that says push or pull?
But yeah, a 9, you're not making any dent in it.
All right, let me give this a go.
I mean, you also volunteered for dwarf.
Well, no, I told him to get behind me. Did 11 work?
No.
Yeah, he's
All right.
behind you.
All right, well, Gurn, can you give it a go, please?
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me.
Thank you, congrats.
And the door is forced inwards. But he is having to push it all the way. And the door opens to reveal a chamber. Featureless on the drawn map, because fuck trying to accessorize all these little bits and pieces. But in the mind's eye, it has features. Numerous, not many, but numerous features. So continue.
It has no windows and no doors.
Does it look like it's a religious room, or if it's like an arcane doodad?
Oh yes, we'll do this as 20 questions of a dungeon. No, it actually looks well marched. That's your first impression. It's an odd one to get, but you look at the floor and there is a oval basically dug into the floor from wear and tear. The room itself is once again that white shell-like material you were seeing a lot of. But some of it's
no markings?
some of it's translucent, some of it is weirdly overly opaque. Like, it's a weird thing to see compared to the others. It's so opaque that light just isn't working with it. It doesn't have the shine. But you don't feel that it's a matte finish, it just feels like it's too thick to really pick up on that. But yeah, it looks like it was just constantly marched in. There are 2 more doors, a larger one and then a small one off to the side.
She's gonna very gingerly step in. And double check to make sure that nothing happens. And if it seems like it's safe, she's gonna go to the main door over here.
Mm-hmm.
And gesture
Sounds-
for the big boys to come in. The dwarf is the big boys, along with the dragonborn.
Well, the dragon pushed past me, so Malgern is conflicted. Guess I'll come. Yeah.
Zarzul,
Does this door?
you are feeling quite squiffy right now, and then you look to Kagratz, who is a peak of fitness and health, and he is also starting to look a little bit lustrous.
Zarzal? Can you pop the hood on for a second? Check the room.
Okay. Hood is brought up, and the room is examined with special eyes.
Yes, without any need to roll for it either. You can see
My brand!
You can see swords, axes, shields, hazily imprinted on the walls. You can see bits of armor that looks suitable for a proper humanoid figure, a bit broader than most.
It's sort of dwarvish looking, or
No, like I said, like proper size, not short arse.
I take offense at that, and so should my dwarven friend here.
Used to it.
And then you look to the double doors, and you don't see them. Instead, you see a great, horrible rent. It's just some massive tear. But you can see goes on like a tube further into the corridor.
Could I see these swords and things before?
Nope.
I'm going to reach out and try and pick one up.
You just see your claws go through it.
I imagine
Ooh,
at this point it kind of looks like Sasu is walking around with a VR headset.
Yeah.
It's become Ready Player One.
Oh dear. I don't know whether this door is actually here.
Why?
Because I can't see it with the hood on. Mind you, I can see swords and axes and armor, which apparently aren't here either.
I'm going to turn him to face the small door and say, "Is that door there?"
It is there.
Is there anything different about it? Is there any writing or anything I can see?
Yes, there is on this door. But you don't need your hood for it. You can see now as you get closer and the light picks up a bit more from Kagratz's presence. But it has scratched in Draconic Store. It's also scratched in at your height level.
Okay. I shall open the store.
It doesn't budge.
Is there a keyhole or anything like that?
Nope. It's just, again, a nice heavy metal door.
Okay. Zazzle is now thinking properly, ish. And I'm pretty sure I had one. Pretty sure I got a crowbar at one point, so I didn't have to bend
What,
another
what about
sword.
just asking if
What?
Sarsul has the key?
There was no keyhole.
There's no feature.
We learned.
There's no feature on the
Oh.
door. There's no keyhole.
Oh,
The
okay.
other door was
Oh,
a
okay.
push. The other one was a push. Congrats. Would you kindly try pushing this door too?
Yeah, all right. Give you a bit of
Thank
space.
you.
Ooh. Getting a bit dizzy now.
All
That's,
right.
that's happening.
You see the door starting to flex under his attention, but it's not going any further in.
Can we? Is there any way to pull it?
Sarsul, how do we open the store door? Cornelius is asking Sarsul the Elder.
Oh, that one? Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, if you just look, there should be some scratch marks. And yeah, right there. Some scratches in the wall where we stick the pry bar in. It only comes outwards.
Oh.
As Congrats sheepishly walks back to his girl.
Thank you.
I'm sure other people have been in that situation as well.
I mean, they
trying
told-
to pull when they should have been pushing, or the
They
other
did-
way around.
Hey,
Well, I'm just saying, I
look
mean,
at
I
this.
was told to push it.
Yeah, I was the one who told him to push it.
Yeah. Just
hey,
saying.
you're vindicated, Sarsul. You're all right to go with the pry bar.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's brought to your attention, you can see, because you're usually looking, whenever you see a door like this, you're usually looking up. But as you settle your eyes back down to your proper level, you can see very faintly there is a section of scratch marks, and you can't even get the fucking pry bar in.
I just hold out a hand for the pry bar.
The mark is right there, and you are just digging and digging, and it's not fucking going in. And you look to your right to see that your peer, your granddad, is just not really impressed with that.
I just hold out the hand for the pry bar, Zarzul.
I hand it to Malgood. I'm having a bad day.
I think
She's
Ray's
just
having a
standing
bad
there
day
with
too.
her
She's just been
hand out.
snubbed.
Yeah, she's just standing there with her hand out. She puts her hand on her hips and just stares at him.
Okay.
As Zarzul walks away and hands the bar to Melkern.
I'll take the bar and do the thing. Button, where's the button?
You better roll better. Yep, there we go.
Remember, I'm good at these rolls, right?
Give me a deck save, Rain.
Fuck. Why am I having such a hard time? There we go.
You were able to quickly jump out of the way as the door just, almost like it's frictionless, fucking swing out at high speed. That was way too much force used. You were lucky not to get it right in the face.
She now has two hands on her hips.
You see a small
double hand
hallway.
hip. It's
Along with a small bit of room that has a few bundles and boxes in it. Looks like sort of sundry items, a few washables, toiletries. Nothing overly essential. Then you look to the left, and instead, things fucking light up. You can see sacks of coin. Gems. Glittering trinkets.
oh right. We should actually probably bring that with us back to the city.
Yes, the
I
workers will
look
take that, being that it is their pay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the personal finances of the mine.
Yes.
I ignore Yabi and I look at Zarzul the Elder and I go, so this door here, do you know how this one was opened?
Nah, I mean, it was open when we got here.
Okay, so it was open and then it was shut.
Yeah, there's a chamber or two further on. No more doors, though, oddly. Well, however, also in the treasure room, before we leave it, there is a suit of armor that looks dwarven-sized. It's a heavy, dark purple material as well.
Hmm.
Does Hazel recognize the material it's made of?
You don't really have much of a background in metallurgy.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I don't know something. What would that be? History?
Well,
You're not sure.
I
You'd
mean-
imagine it's a high-quality metal, considering it's been colored like this.
I mean, I would imagine that someone
Play-Doh.
would know about the metals.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it's... You don't think it's iron, steel. It's probably not an adamantine either, because that's usually a solid black. So, it's a fancy metal. It might be some steel alloy.
Stalia, is there anything you could say about this?
Hmm. I guess I could take a look. I will go over and take a
Seems-
look at the armor. History roll?
Yeah, sure. Give me advantage since you're a blacksmith.
I would be helping anyway.
21.
because It's dwarven shaped.
It looks very high quality. Even without flicking on your magic eyes, you can tell this is fancy enough to be an enchanted suit of armor. Plus, of course, the kobold mentioned it before. Like, the luster and sheen of it, this is probably, everything else you've seen down here is fucking ancient. Old to the point of decrepitness. This has been buried for a long time. This looks, showroom new. And again, you confirm, definitely not adamantine. It's probably been dyed and colored, possibly even magically. It might just be steel plate.
It's a very good set of armor. Probably enchanted if it's still in this condition at this time. This might be from when the dwarves were originally in this mine.
Well, I mean, we had to fancy it up a bit. They were just sitting in a pile. Past the door. But yeah, we got some old wooden struts out. So,
Do you know which dwarven clan owned this mine before you got in?
Never caught the name of him myself. That big fellow with the beard clips. He used to be part of them. There's only one big family there. I just can't remember the name of him. But I mean, they used to own all the mines, so I figure they owned here.
Well, I believe we can ask him about this. If he has the time.
And you take the right
I
company.
imagine that- I'd imagine any dwarf you would present an armor like this would probably make time, especially if it might be a family heirloom.
Well, he is one of the captains of the knights.
The thing that catches your eye, Malgern, is how neatly together all the plates form. Like, you can't help yourself. You get hands-on a little bit with it, you just notice that, yeah, it seems to section together a little bit easier than your normal plate armor. Still noisy. But there's just something about how it fits.
I kind of want it.
They just close the door and start stripping.
No, I'm not that.
Rain will also suggest that we don't put any magical armor on until we make sure it's not cursed.
Well, then it's technically not ours. And we should return it to its original owner. Or,
I mean,
well,
we
next
are,
to him.
but we are also adventurers,
Alternatively, there's also the current owners. Yabi calls out from the corridor, not going in.
All right, everybody ready? I'm gonna try to open this door. Probably fail.
You've had such good luck so far.
All right, everyone, spread away from the door a bit.
Yeah,
I'll try and
don't be directly behind me.
Well, if they used a wedge for the first door, wouldn't this door somewhat be the same?
Let's just put our elbows in.
Okay.
Not good
What
from
should I roll?
Zarzul the Mighty. With 15, turns out the 9 was also good enough as they just breeze open. There's practically no weight to these doors.
once I sit there, not there.
There is plenty of noise from them. And I mean, you can feel them under contact and all, but they're just move without weight.
Okay. I go to do the second thing for the next one.
The second thing with the next one, okay?
I take it. I have to roll again.
Anyone gonna help? Ah, she shoves it open again. She is desperate for these secrets.
She is just going in there, huh?
Yep, she is
Yep.
desperate for knowledge. And she knows she's gonna get burned by it too, but she's doing it anyways.
The next chamber has all the hallmarks of an aftermath scene. There is a small pile of dwarven bones, noticed by their density, piled up here. There is also, from this point, a dugout trench, scorched, blackened through material. It's actually going this way. But, it's about 20 foot or so.
She notices, she moves over here to check the little hall.
Little hallway, you start to notice there is patterns appearing on the shell-like surface. On the floors and walls, there is minute strings of words.
What should I do to investigate that?
Well, that's the thing. You know
Arcana
quite a few
history.
languages. You are getting flickers of recognition in Draconic and Abyssal.
Oh, that's
But
a
not
problem.
enough to form full words or proper context. There's the feeling they might just be pictographs instead of actual sentences.
There's one way to find out. Castalia?
Hmm?
Do you have comprehend languages?
Do I still have that?
There was a
I
time.
use that up.
There was a time when all you had was utility.
I still only mostly have utility. Yes, I have comprehend languages.
I have it as a ritual, but I don't know if we wanted to do that or not.
I mean, what is it, 10 minutes or something?
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing killing us, so just unless it's a spell slot for Castelia or something.
You say that.
Use
It's
ritual.
Zarzul, give me a con save.
Yeah, I was going to
I
ask
figured.
to see what the room was starting to look like now that I'm in there with the hood.
There's
the
an
hood.
unpleasant feeling as you swallow it down. But you're pretty sure that Cornelius would have appreciated not having his shoes splattered.
That's good.
But you get that horrible shudder. That wasn't meant to go back down again.
Is this place still looking pretty terrifying with the hood up?
With the hood up, it is so much worse, yes. You can see the entirety of the battle here. You see on the walls and floor and ceiling great rent claw marks and footprints. You see that there are great scraped lines gouging through the rooftop. And you can also see, in the scored out trench, a hazy figure of a dwarf, frozen, with terror in his eyes, trying to hold up his hands to protect himself.
Mm-hmm.
A tableau, if you will.
Yeah, I'll try to do the comprehend language ritual if Zarzul doesn't speak up and say we need to meet Lee Vamos.
Does anything seem to be moving, or is it just
It's
just
all
a static
frozen in
scene?
time, from the looks of it.
Oh boy! If we see a clock, don't mess with it.
10 minutes you all spend there?
Well, while that's happening, can Cornelius kind of study the scorch mark trench to figure out if it's arcane in nature or if it's something
Yeah, sure, I'll give you an
physically
Arcana roll on
created?
that. Zarzul, you're pretty sure what it is. Cornelius, you're certain what it is. It's, like, in a way, it's magical, but from a beast that is of magic. This wasn't some contrived spell from the looks of it. This was a focused, powerful blast. You look at the height, you look at the depth of it, you think this was some sort of dragon breath or likewise creature.
Yep.
Although then you look
You-
at the pile of bones and are actually impressed that they are there.
But like you also said, Sarsul and Kagratz were starting to feel nauseous in these rooms, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you look at Zarzul and he is having to swallow again.
How is the other Sarsul and Kagratz doing?
It's a little hard to read them. Plus, they're full of natural bravado and heroism, Malgern. Do you think they might be putting on a brave act here?
There's something about these rooms definitely made to contain draconical creatures then. And I think one of them might have escaped at one point. We are in the SCP for dragons.
Also, Zarzul, as time ticks by, you look down here, obviously. I mean, you can't help but glance down. Something else you start to pick up on? Well, of course, you see that where there's broken wording and strange symbols, little patches of draconic you can pick up etched into the walls. You're also seeing faint, slight impressions that there's more to it. It's not in high enough detail to actually make it out, but you can see that there's a little bit more to the words and writings. You can also make out Rain might have picked this up as well if she wasn't just focusing on comprehend languages and whatnot. There's a lot of small divots in the room, evenly spaced in the floor. Give me a religion roll.
For who?
Zarzul, he's not occupied right now. We'll give him a chance for religion to work out for him.
It's got to work sometime, doesn't it?
Sure, just like nature.
Just
Jinx yourself.
There we go, that's
yeah,
enough.
You don't say that.
You'd guess from it positions of prayer. Or at least worship. People have kneeled in these spots, in rows. And from the glancing at the shape, you imagine they're facing that direction.
Okay.
I'm starting to speculate if this has something to do with the dragon cults we also encountered earlier.
Possibly. Rain is going to highly suggest that Zarzul does not go in there first.
Is my necklace feeling warm?
Kind of room temperature.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
It's not like it's a magical necklace or anything.
No, but it did react to well, it is actually. Well, it was.
It's when you come around the corner, though, that things change, Zarzul.
I love how I said don't go in there and you go in there.
Yeah,
Of course.
you're not his real dad. You can
Do we
see
even know his real dad?
you can see wavering imprints of people kneeling, standing, row upon row. That room is dense with the impressions of people. No faces. Very few details, like you're not even getting full limbs on them or anything. All over back to you.
Okay.
Give me a charisma save.
Uh-oh. Charisma. Hey! Oh.
You feel drawn towards the next chamber.
Rain is infuriated. You have ruined her ritual. She has to go save your ass.
You have no idea.
There's
He
other
just starts
people.
walking and exploring. He does this all the time. You want to keep walking, Zarzul.
Somebody drag the fucking kobold back.
You start
Oh,
making
fine.
excuses.
Can I
It's
Can I
not
grab-
that far.
can I restrain Zarzul?
You've no idea anything weird's going on with him.
That's true, yeah, but I am following him. I don't think I would.
Yeah, but I'm specifically saying bring him back because we don't know if he's going to set something off and fuck us all
Yeah,
up.
but are you going to take her advice over Zarzul just saying he's just having a little peek through?
That's a good question. Let me do something here.
Why do you think you get a +8 to your beer stroke? Come on, man.
Hey, you put this in here. So, yeah.
Zarzul, you're walking past the faithful.
Do I have any idea what they might have been worshipping?
Your arms fold over themselves. All that nausea and illness just goes away for a moment. You feel a moment of relief.
Yeah, this is good.
This is nice, you know?
What's through here?
It's good to be around the like-minded.
Is Wolfgang worried at all?
Potentially.
Where is Okay, Wolfgang is with you.
It's here that you
What
see
did
it, Zarzul, and you're so glad you do. You find one of the divots to put your knees into, even though you're sitting through the image of a person. On the wall, mounted there, although not quite as good condition as it should be, is a mask in a draconic style. But it is fleshed. There's a few patches of scales, but it is a piece of meat carved into this shape. But you can see tendons, you can see pieces moving inside it. It is still unified. There are teeth poking out from the eye sockets. There's a great tongue lapped around the left horn. So many teeth.
Okay, Wolfgang's trying to drag Zazzle away. This isn't right.
Yeah, well, Zarzul would obviously resist that, because he's got this under control. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he pats Wolfgang in the head, and it's okay. It's okay, buddy. And then as you get down on your knees, Zarzul, looking at
Malgern did
looking at
nothing
that
about
living
that.
mask, you cry out in Draconic, "Praise be to the great change! Praise be to Azida Hakka!"
Okay, I start stopping him. This isn't normal.
Yeah, Cornelius started moving because he can recognize what's being said. Hang on, what's
Yeah.
happening?
Charisma save for
Yeah, if
Malgern and
I'm-
Cornelius.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
That's not
if
just
I've heard
draconic.
that, I've started going into the room.
Okay, also
Oh,
give me a
fuck.
charisma save.
Yeah.
Hell.
And she is pissed off as fuck.
Cornelius, Rain, you keep your senses. Malgern,
Yeah.
you want to find a spot as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake. She walks over there and she
Praise
tries to grab
be.
Zarzul.
Malgern, you bellow out in Draconic, a language you don't even know those words.
Neat.
We have an issue in here. Careful, there's
Uh.
mind control spells in here.
Is it the
Would it
dragon
be-
called again?
Maybe.
Well, they shouted out Azzy Dahaka, so I'm assuming it's the dragon called.
What do I roll to try to drag Zarzul the fuck out of the room?
Strength, but also... It's a little tragic here how Kagratz has also succumbed. As he starts to
Fucking
move.
hell.
I know, a
I'm
plus
trying to
7.
drag.
No, hun. Oh. See.
Alright, so... Rain is trying to drag
Nope.
Zarzul. Yeah, sorry, Castelia.
Yeah, I roll good
He-
once.
He
and
can't
then-
fail that. So,
Zarzul, what do
Zarzul, you
you-
get the resist.
I drag Zarzul.
Praise be, because nobody's dragging me.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
continue
the-
to praise.
Zarzul,
Wolf-
come the fuck on.
Wolfgang is going to try and drag the dwarf.
Malgern, you can feel the mast looking at you.
Cornelius
Wolfgang
is
does
gonna
not
use.
drag the dwarf.
Cornelius is going to try and use Mage Hand to try and grab the mask off the wall. Because he knows he can't win against the dwarf. And he's desperate right now to see if he can do anything.
Okay, the mask bites down on the hand. Give me a con save.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Of course.
So yeah, I'm actively dragging Zarzul out of the room.
Hang on, he gets a chance to resist again.
Again?
Yeah, well, you pulled him a whole room.
Yeah.
You take 18 psychic damage. As it bites down, you feel it shudder down your arm. Just
Ow.
pure pain lighting up through your body for a moment, Cornelius.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Ow.
Wolfgang is going to use the ultimate secret technique. Cold nose to back of neck. On Malgern.
If you can even get through the body hair.
Yeah, that's a. I do have a hairy back.
It's a sheet.
Also, unfortunately, Zarzul is now dragging Rain back into the room.
You're kind of at an impasse right now, the two of you. Unfortunately,
Okay.
Kagratz is now marching in.
Unfortunately, I love how that's. Yeah.
Well, he's also big and strong like Malgern. The two of them are the strength of the party.
Yeah, but does he?
Well, first of all, you've got to resist Wolfgang there. Well,
Oh,
Wolfgang cannot use Dex for that, though, so what's his strength mod? Fucking munchkin.
Not much better.
No, you still
Oh,
you still got a
almost.
19, and then you would have had a +1, so yeah, you do beat Malgern.
balls.
Wolfgang starts
I
to
don't know why
drag
I'm
him
rooting
back.
against it, but I think it would be fun.
Wolfgang starts dragging him back by his hair.
All right.
Kagratz's voice bellows throughout the place.
Good luck getting that taste out of your mouth. Just saying.
He's tasted worse.
We have a bit of an issue going on here.
Yeah.
It might need more than just tugging.
Upon getting to
Okay.
here, Wolfgang tries to reason with Sasul and get him to snap out of it.
The mask turns from its faithful to you, Cornelius.
Oh, fuck me.
I forgot to program the attack, but it's only a d6. Give me an
Ow.
intelligence save. All right.
Oh, I don't need to be at disadvantage. There we go.
Yeah,
Normal.
you avoid the damage. You felt it probing against your mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and cast reduce on Congrats.
It's a con save, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
con.
He is small.
Yep.
He looks
And
like
then
he looks like the buffest a kobold could ever be in their life.
All right.
And then I'm gonna assist Castell trying to drag him out.
The fucked up thing, though, despite how small he is now, he's still normal sized. He's been shrunk, but he could still pass for a person. There's disadvantage on this stuff now?
Yeah.
Disadvantage on strength checks and state.
Yep.
Shit. All right.
Well, you gotta beat 11, so you got a chance here. He rolled poorly.
Well, I assisted with.
Hang on, though. She's still gonna roll again.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's
You got better chances than Cornelius does alone.
really.
Oh,
He is short.
You know what?
He is dwarvish height and still managing to shrug you guys off.
Then I'm gonna do the other option. Suck a punch.
Just gonna deck him, huh?
Yeah. 4 damage.
I mean, it feels like a bit of a move here. You're striking your beloved. But
You
with
always
it,
have to
he does
link you up.
save and regain his senses. At which point, you hear another roar from him bellowing through the place as he raises up his maul and walks towards the mask.
wait.
Please inform everybody else at work.
Wait, it can hurt you.
Is that your only call for it, like?
Well, I imagine he does this quickly, so I imagine this is the
No.
only thing that.
I mean, you blurted out. He's listening,
Yeah,
but you can also
I
tell he's
think-
furious.
yeah. That thing managed to damage me through my magical hand.
This is evil.
I know.
So it must be destroyed.
I'm just giving you a warning. Also, hang on as I remove the spell so he actually regains normal size.
And the hammer scrapes against the rooftop now. Well, that's a clear hit. And he still has it, so he does a big smite. At which point it lashes back at him. For 14 psychic damage, which actually isn't much, but the mask itself is pulped and erupted. Malgurn, Zarzul, you're fine now.
Yeah.
You also, Castalia Cornelius, got a horrific moment of seeing, as the hammer came down on the mask, it started to scream and roar out, flexing like an organic head.
Do we have any recollection of what happened?
Oh,
Or
I let the fuck go, and I run in here to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Oh yeah, you both know exactly what happened.
Yeah.
okay. So who was I praising?
Okay, so you know exactly what happened, but you were never paying attention.
I'm not good with names.
Azidahaka.
Azitahaka.
Azidahaka. As I'm walking back after rain, I kind of ask Zarzul, do you have any idea who Azidahaka or is?
No. Would that be religion?
You can also
Well,
confirm
history.
with your party
Memory.
members.
Mhm.
Or yeah, now that I'm in this room, like
Yeah, that was the.
Does that ring a
Yeah,
bell?
that was the. Yeah, that was. Remember the cave that we saw the orcs, where the orc war band was trying to get into.
Ugh.
Can I do an investigation on this fucking mask? I would assume religion.
We already
I was
had
gonna
a
say
mask to
you.
look at.
Yeah, it's been busted
Yeah,
apart, but you can take a look and see this is living tissue. It'd be more of a survival check at this point. But I'll also let you go medicine.
Okay. Where's that button? There we go.
You're pretty convinced that this thing was not made of draconic bits. Like, the bone broke too easily, the flesh. It has the wrong kind of grain from what you've seen on the Wyvern, and that one time that they brought in a dragon wormling into the college. They got a lot of shit for that dissection. This is more akin to pieces of a person, of various races.
I can tell you that this mask probably wasn't made from dragon bits. This is
Doesn't
more
matter.
like people bits.
Just like the creature in the tunnels.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I have the right word. Okay, no, that's not the right word.
It was an amalgam.
Is
I
it?
simply go, yeah, these are dwarven ruins. I'm creating, and the last time we saw or heard of Azi the Haka was in a temple where the orcs were trying to get in, and a lot of the buys around weren't draconic.
Mm.
It makes sense that this mask would not be draconic, but rather people worshipping Azi the Haka, which I believe we still have the masks at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just said we would destroy them. We actually didn't.
Oops.
But I did
Yeah,
that we would bring them to the temple. But I did also add, just in case that we didn't, like in case someone came knocking and took them. That's why I also asked for a drawing of the mask, so we at least have something referenced.
Right.
It did share a lot of the similarities to it. Also, Zarzul, you're getting an extra cutscene treat.
Oh boy.
You still have the hood up.
Oh dear.
The mask is still there in your sight, frozen in its terrified scream. And the congregation, one by one, are either falling down or bursting upwards.
Okay.
Like you
Does
see.
it look like?
Hmm?
Does it look like they're sort of dissipating, being released or something?
The ones that fall just come apart into nothing. The ones that burst upward, there is a brief view before they go through the ceiling of wings.
Okay, I explained this to the rest of the party while watching them do strange things.
You might
the
want to
mask?
take off the hood.
Yeah. Is the mask properly dead now?
Wait, it's
Or
a
did
few
it?
bits of meat and fragments scorched by radiant energy.
That was also
Let's
why
go
in the
with
end I
maybe.
didn't entirely stop Congrats, because I figured, oh wait, he does radiant damage that might actually do something against the. Oh, before I take off the mask, let's. Since you mentioned the dwarf frozen in place, what happened to him? Is he released or?
If Zarzul goes check, that room is identical to how it's been.
Not yet.
Interesting.
If I had to guess, whatever happened was related to that dragon goo thing out there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But now I'm going to do my comprehend languages spell, and I look at Zarzul.
It honestly hurts your brain to look over this stuff and try to comprehend it. It is fragmentary. It is busted up.
Wasn't Azidahaka a dragon deity of chaos and change?
That is so much as you guys have known, yes.
Then yeah, it makes sense you wouldn't be able to read it.
You get the little bits and pieces that, again, repeats change, growth.
Yeah, here we go. Azidahaka, chaos dragon entity, likes to make everything chaosy. Scale makes hand go wibbly wobbly.
I'm pretty sure those were not the exact words I gave you on the lore.
Those are the words I wrote down.
Yeah,
Hmm.
she's just trying to get a rough idea of what the stuff is implying for.
However, when you step in here is when you start to get a little more context. The words are deeper, the strings are longer. And you start to form together that this is... You've seen a few things like this now and again in your studies. The context, the language, the flow of it, it seems to be on the level of a summoning.
Hmm.
You also notice now, especially you, Zarzul, that you're not seeing the crowd of people. The divots from people kneeling are in a circular pattern.
Okay. So they're in a circle trying to summon something from the center. Where is the center?
And then as you step into the final chamber, Rain, you see you see little pieces and fragments of stuff like sacrifice, give all, we are all one, we are part.
Hmm.
Okay, so effectively, if I had to guess, then they're sacrificing themselves and they became the dragon thing. Or became the flesh monster thing.
Yeah, probably
Or
something
both.
to that.
I give you all a big revelation lore, and all I get is, yeah, something like that. Thanks, guys. I feel like a novelist.
She Anna to figure out if she's on the right track or not.
I think we might need to look into Karagram a bit.
Look into Karagram?
Well, as you remember, Zarzul the Mighty said his clan originally owned this mine.
Oh, yeah.
And he does have some children in with the orcs, and again,
Hmm.
again.
Yeah, and they are also fiddling with some of this stuff, so yeah.
It might be a coincidence, but it's still worth keeping in mind.
Yeah, because it would also explain why he might be extra protective of them as well if they're part of like a larger cult.
Hmm.
Like it's not just, hey, these are my kids, take care of them. This is like, no, I want to make sure this ritual gets completed, whatever the fuck we're doing here.
Who stands to inherit Raxis if the royal party isn't found?
Well, that's the whole debate now, isn't it?
It's kind of a core part of the plot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
it depends on what color wins.
a party are so self-interested, they haven't really gotten any interest in it.
Like we have the nobility of each of the lighthouses. There's probably some minor nobility as well that has some claim. And then, of course, we have the Orc War Chief walking around on there saying, no, he has the claim because of who he came from.
No, the orcs just want to fucking burn the place down.
Yeah, but didn't you also say that he had a claim?
No, he just, like all you've heard about the orcs is they just want to burn the place down. They have a particular interest in destroying the castle.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that. Huh.
No, the bit you're thinking of is maybe when you delved into the history books to find that there were some orcish names in the old registries.
Yeah, maybe.
And of course, there's the Baron going around having people sign themselves out of the line of succession.
Yeah.
Is there anything else Rain can glean of this via like a religion check or something with her new info?
Give me a. Well, actually, I'll give you a benefit here. Give me an investigation as you roam around in frustration. As you mull around, annoyed by all this potentialness, you go back into the storeroom. And you see, very faintly, long worn out, the makings and the hints of a teleportation circle.
Oh, fuck. And she says that out loud.
Luckily, no one's there to hear it. Such vulgarity from a woman. My god. What would your cat
She
say?
calls
You know,
for-
the cat that you fuck.
I was gonna say, she does call for Cornelius and double checks with him to verify, am I seeing what I think I'm seeing here?
It's definitely not active, and this state is long in disrepair.
It does seem to have some of the basic parts for its teleportation circle, from what I remember seeing back at the academy. Never dwelt much with it myself, but definitely looks like it.
Like, it's one of those things of, this is a complicated thing to get working, but the moment you see it, you know what it is, you know? You couldn't do it yourself, but one glance says, oh yeah, that's a teleportation circle. That's the only thing that looks like one of those. Don't know how the fuck you make it work, though.
So, with my knowledge of teleportation circles, we also know that that would kind of be an address on
Yeah.
the circle, so to speak.
Yeah, this would be an established address that other ones could get to, and this one could get to others, but you need to know what they are. So this could be back and forth. This could be one way. You pretty much doubt one way, though, considering.
Yeah. Rain is going to quickly try to sketch out in her book what's left of it.
Alright. Make sure to put that in your notes. Partial amateur sketch of disused teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm.
Any other quandaries, questions, investigations? Think now, think.
I guess try and investigate the room, see if there's anything other than the writings from the walls. Like, is there anything else of curiosity?
Alright, roll me investigation. Your eyes are drawn along this wall here. And you're getting remembrances of a bit like the temple. They did like their compartments in that place. So you feel around, you feel just the slightest change of angle underneath your fingertips. A little pressure, a little easing. And it slides away. All you get for your return, though, is a wardrobe.
Right immediately on it. Can I hear fucking clothes?
I was gonna say, what clothes do we find?
Seems like there's something in here.
Several of the robes are just threadbare cloth. Some of them are patchworks made from many different materials. Then as you get to the bottom, you see, oh, okay. Yeah, that's a peeled person. That's the outer
Ugh.
wrappings.
Sometimes I like to wear them around the house with it tucked in.
Oh, luckily you don't have any witch trousers.
Certainly not what I was expecting to be in here.
But then as you deign to poke a bit lower, you start to see more hide robes, but out of other animals.
I just use the mage head and kind of drag the things out of.
At the very bottom, you
Just cut-
find a snood. Does anyone remember what those were?
Yeah.
Snoop.
Yeah.
Yep. It's basically a ring of fabric that you can wear around your neck and then pull up as a
It's a
hood.
hair thing. I have one.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, I
really
was
dumb.
gonna say they're not exactly Civil War accurate, but we wear them.
Yeah.
Or she wears
But
them, not
it
we.
is
Maybe
made
I-
of scales. Vibrant, purplish yellow scales. And then as your mage hand drags them out, now they're red-blue.
Mm.
Then they turn a horrible pale yellow, tinged with black.
That is certainly interesting.
This certainly looks like something nobody should wear. Zazzles have
I'm-
to put it on.
It makes sense.
Zarzul is going to gently try to shove him away. She's going to try to do identify.
Well,
It
hang on
is-
before.
Well, if you
Okay.
squander the slot. Can you fight him off for 10 minutes? It is constantly changing color.
Hang on, so
Zarzul, let
let's
me
just-
identify it first.
Zazzle looks sort of sad.
I don't think
Hang
you want to
on.
wear that no matter what it has on it. Do you remember the scale?
Okay, made a wisdom save.
All you gotta do is raise up your right hand and tap the back of it to remind him.
I
Yeah,
certainly
she
remember what
doesn't-
happens when I touch the glittering scale. Yes.
Yes, your hand almost became water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was the braces I put on. Yeah, and the hood, which is always a good idea.
Can't recall the bracers, actually.
Of gender change.
Oh, the bracelet.
That's I don't think that's the dragon.
No, it's just more having to learn to.
All the things we identified before you slap them on.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I do an identify on this.
It is magical. As to school and properties, obscured. There is a deliberate effort that has been put on this to hide what it does. But you are fully aware it is magical.
I look at Cornelius and I say, "We've got a problem with this one."
Oh.
Yeah, whoever made this deliberately had to have hid what it does.
Hmm. That is certainly of interest. So, what happens if I put this on the snoot on the other pieces of clothes?
It sits there.
But it doesn't affect the fabric or anything.
Nope.
All right, I'll use the mage hand and try and bundle it up in the non-disturbing fabric. Well, they're not leaving it here, that's for certain.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. In the case of the color choices, very wide. There's not a uniform pattern for any of these robes. And to be fair,
And then,
for ones in human skin, they also seem to try to find a variety of colors, so go them.
Yeah, the human skin I just set on fire. I burned it to crisp.
But fair play, they didn't single anyone out.
Yeah.
That's what you want in your ad cults acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's quite unpleasant when you set fire to him because obviously there's nowhere for the smoke to go except towards you.
Yeah. But I assume we are also done in here.
Yes, time to beat feet and or bust a hump.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But before we do that, maybe we want to check up here now that the meat have all decayed away to see what was in this room.
It means all the way over fucking here.
Yeah, since we're going this way anyway.
It is still a horribly sludged mess, but you are seeing elements of furniture. You see a chair, you again see some empty, squat bookshelves. You see a chest. Well, chest in structure, but it is made of that same shell-like material.
Now, would colors be mean enough to make a fucking weird ass mimic in here?
I mean, a better question is, why did you, knowing how cruel I am, not check the ceiling? Oh, hey, I did have a fireball token out. Okay.
Alright, well, who wants to open the chest?
I will.
Well, you heard the lady.
It does not open. There is a seam for where it would open, but there is no lock. There is no latch.
Cornelius, do you think it might be related to the snood?
Hard to say.
No, it's quite easy.
Not exactly sure how the snoot would relate to this chest, though. If it
Could be
was,
a
I would imagine the person who would open it would have to wear it, but I'm not exactly gonna
Tokens.
try and do that. Although, Castani, could you see if there's any magical writing upon the chest?
Sure.
Could you see if there's magical writing upon the chest? Might
Yeah.
be.
Is the chest magical?
There is some magic on the chest, yes.
All right.
It does indeed form some words.
All right.
Unfortunately, it's kind of gibberish, but you get some of the meaning roughly. It talks about the faithful. It talks about how they must move unseen.
Hmm.
It's a little bit of a broken up mantra. That they must be discreet. That to bring change, they must pretend to be still. And to push forward, they must come from behind.
Does it open in the back?
It might.
Is it facing the wall, or where's the chest?
Just as he. Oh, wrong token. Just as here.
Yes, I'm guessing it's facing the wall. Oh, it's facing from the wall.
Yeah, facing from the wall.
Yeah. I guess we could try and pull it out and see if there's something in the back.
It is a gruesome task. There's a lot of squelching, sloshing, and stuff being pressed together, releasing more gases. But as you turn it around, you do find a latch on the back of it. The whole back panel just comes away. Let's double check the treasury list. Because one thing you do whenever you do custom loot piles is you've always got to remember about spell components too. Just need to make sure I don't squander any of those.
So, hey, for once we didn't overthink a simple riddle.
Wasn't it really a riddle, to be honest? I was hoping you were going to get stuck on the unseen bits, maybe.
Yeah, I was thinking about. I was going. Oh fuck! And now I don't have any level 4 spells to cast Great Invisibility.
Inside, you find what looks like the head and neck of some draconic creature, but scaled down to fit on the hand.
Hmm.
You can see handles within and straps in order to keep it against your arm.
Oh. A dragon shield.
Oh no, it's not.
I was thinking more of a sock puppet.
It's not substantial enough to be a shield.
A dragon gauntlet?
Hmm.
Hmm.
There is also a knife there that looks like it's been melted. There is about half of it there, but it's still seething with heat.
Hmm.
Up to the spell components just to make sure of this. Where did I put them? Where the fuck are they? I put a whole list of stuff that you guys would eventually need, potentially.
I'm just gonna start. So we say Dragon Gauntlet. Question mark. Droopy warm knife. Okay.
I always hate it when I can't find it in my fucking note. Did I put it in character bits or something? Maybe I didn't put it in the treasury file. Annoying. Where the fuck did I put it? There is also a mound of gold coinage. However, it's all been scraped clean. No etchings.
So just flat pieces of gold,
But
basically.
you can tell they've been scored and marked, yeah.
Well, is the chest relatively easy to move? Or is it the dense one?
It's pretty dense material, yeah.
Okay, so it'd be easier to take the items out of the chest and bring the chest with us.
Yeah. There are also free bottles. 2 of them look like pretty fancy healing potions. Like, it's not, the store usual, but you'd assume, judging from the size of fluid, the fact that they're a bit more decorated, greater healing. 2 greater healing potions.
All right, well, people might as well. Actually, it's gonna be it's treasury people who need it. Grab some healing potions.
Oh, there we go. Fucking finally.
Instead of me having to be as a surprise next time who has a healing potion, grab it now.
There is, while Castalia's magic eye is still going on, a jug there that is lit up. It's small, one-handed, and it's filled with red, viscous liquid. At a whiff, blood. Still fluid, still fresh looking. And also, for you, Cornelius, something you'd love, as you see a bumper wooden box, very fine wood. Inside it, ink, chalk, quill, very expensive looking. A big roll of fresh parchment ready to slice.
And a wizard stationery.
Worth about 200 gold altogether.
Bold of you to assume he's going to sell it.
And what about this great goal? How much of that is there? Or coinage?
You said 200?
Yeah, you just mentioned that there was coinage, but it didn't mention the
All right, yeah,
amount.
200 gold dwarf.
All right.
Which means there's actually 202 coins there, because they're slightly devalued, but only in percentage.
Yeah, so I'm writing 200 gold G of unmarked gold coins. There we go.
And 2 scroll tubes.
Well, I'll probably wait with open them when I have more than 12 health.
And after you've hauled all that, there is one more thing there.
Jeez.
It is a small little statue. Solid stone. But it, well, obviously you don't want to touch it, but it is radiating cold. And as you look upon it, it is, in its most basic idea, a dragon. But you can see great mouths open across its body, filled with irregular teeth. 3 wings weirdly arched on its back. Its face itself split open wide in a great devouring maw.
Hmm.
And it is also magical.
All right, well. Was the blood jug also magical?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think we gotta take a lot of these questionable items and also bundle them up just in case.
See, considering that heroes loot all of the villain places, you've got to wonder what the interior of our homes look like after enough adventures. When you have only evil-looking stuff.
It looks like a villain place.
Mm-hmm. They sell the property on, usually to some worthless dragon. Then the house hunting begins.
All right, well,
Do you want to roll Arcana
people...
or have Zarzel roll Herbalism to work out the potion?
I can assist with an Arcana.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you roll it with advantage. I think Cornelius is busy with the treasury.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
I thought you said Sazul.
Well, it's an option.
Which would be what? Nature?
Yeah, you're good at that, right?
It's a liquid.
Works every time. Yeah.
I rolled a 15, and then, yeah, it's a 15.
You assume that it's a potion of fire resistance. Looking at the ingredients inside, the coloration, the smell, and the general heat from the bottle. Chug that bad boy down, and for 1 minute you are resistant to fire damage. As they mark it down with disappointment.
Okay,
Ooh, more fire water.
But who's gonna take the greater healing potions? If none of you say it, I'm gonna distribute them, okay?
How many do we have?
1 down my
2.
throat, the other on the floor. Fuck you all.
Malgurn will take one.
Okay. Who wants the other one, or should I keep it?
Zazzle will take one. Replace the one
Alright.
I used earlier.
There we go, because then it's not in the treasury, and we know who has them.
Just think they could have walked out without remembering about that room.
So, do we want to check out some of the places we haven't, or do we just want to get the fuck out of here now? Give the place a once over.
It's a greater healing potion because it's
Yes.
not in the,
Yeah, greater.
can't find it in the compendium.
It's
But just right, you
4d4
have a
plus
greater
4.
healing.
Okay.
Yeah, do we want to check these nooks here? Or are we just going out because the abandoning the mine anyway for now?
Yeah, I think we should just get going. Going through and looting the mine at this point seems a little. We've done our bit for the moment.
All right, so we should probably tell the kobolds to collect their paycheck and such, and then we should start moving out.
Of course, as you were extracting items from the chest, Yavi was there, noting it all down. Yes. And yeah, very quickly the kobolds have disseminated all of the gear. They've come back down from the various break rooms. Because there's still a good, 40 or 50 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they know how to pack. Alrighty, boys. We're alive. Told you I'd fucking do it. And I killed one of them. But now, we's gonna go. Not safe here for now. We're gonna come back with even more of a tribe. We're gonna carve this place out. They're not gonna remember what this shithole was when we're done with it. We're gonna plunder the land. Rip this thing apart. And they'll never remember this shithole. There is a slightly confused, raucous cheering from the kobolds. And then you all begin the long, long uphill march to the surface. It took you a couple of hours going down it.
Yeah, I imagine it's not gonna go faster going upwards.
It is fucking exhausting. There's break rooms every little bit and they can point them out to you easily, but it's the case of, holy shit, why is it always uphill? Think of Wolfgang, the worst. He's got 4 shins that are burning.
Malgern is used to this. He doesn't see what the problem is.
Yeah, Malgern you'll find. So is Zarzul, actually.
Yeah. He sees Rain huffing and puffing and going, wow. Hell.
No wonder you got fat for a moment.
Yeah. Oh, that's so bad.
Cornelius, you curse out to the wizard, Tensor. Why did he make his disc useless for your own benefit? Congrats, being the peerless athlete that he is perfectly fine. Yeah, Cornelius?
No, it was just the part of, and why can't I just cast it on someone else? Tennis's disc. Why can't I cast it on someone else so it's follow them?
Yep. If only, right? Oh man. Congrats does not have a spell slot for Summon Steed.
Oh no.
Well, no, it just means he couldn't offer it to anyone else.
Yeah.
But it's a long, slow, methodical trudge upwards, and the kobold miners are singing.
Oh no.
They're not singing one song together. They're singing 3 songs in intervals, overlapping.
Ugh. Oh god.
Through the echoing hallway.
Oh, how much psychic damage is that?
I don't know, Zarzul, you get 2 healing from it. It feels good. It's been a long time since you were part of a tribe. Since you were surrounded by your people.
Sounds good to me.
And you know what? After a little while, you start to get the words in your head. It starts to feel... Yeah, I could go over this beat. Congrats.
I try and sing along.
Castalia at your side. Congrats brings a hand up to rub at the area of his snout which you punched. Seething with a bit of anger.
It was the only way to get you free.
It's not you I'm mad at.
Well, you smashed it.
Yeah, that felt good. But it made me spit those poison words. Just took us all for a ride.
Hmm.
Yeah, Zarzul, you're top of the board when it comes to performing. You're the only one singing close to tune.
Excellent. I'm doing something with the Kobold family.
And then, from the back row comes the classic. You can hear it starting up. Doom, doom, doomity doom!
No.
And all of the
Dum,
kobolds
dum,
know
dum.
that song.
The Camptown Lady.
Sing this doom. Doom da, doom da.
Doom,
Dum,
doom, doom.
dum, dum.
There are many breaks, many stoppages. It's about 4 or 5 hours, elongated by fatigue. Long breaks of just feeling your legs fucking burning. And then you finally reach the blessed surface. The sun is out, but it doesn't want to touch you guys. It is cold as hell.
Oh, it is an actual song. Okay.
Yeah, Deacon's Song of Doom.
Okay.
But you break the surface. The kobolds are wincing. Hoods are getting pulled up. And it is bitterly cold. And finally, the sensation of wind again. And boy, what an arsehole that is, as it just cuts right through your clothing. You can feel it digging into your bones.
Ugh.
That's right, we were near Alchemia. That place is a frozen shithole. And again, you get that feeling of this place is not as vital as it should be. The snow doesn't crunch properly under your feet, the twigs are too thin, don't even snap correctly. And then there's the issue of your horse. You guys were down here for about a day and a half. It looks pissed at you.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
Castalia's
really
horse,
is.
like Castalia in general, doesn't seem to care.
I still go over and make sure my horse gets fed. I feed my horse.
Yeah, the two of them actually look a little bit underfed. Which is odd because you're only down there for a day and a half or so. But you're starting to see ribs already on them.
Oh,
Then you remember the
Oh.
morning you guys had. The breakfast, how it just didn't satisfy. The taste wasn't there, even when using magic.
Mm.
The weave itself was weak and feeble around the area. But really, I mean, how depressing can it be? You're out, you've cleared the mine, you've slewn the beasts. You've got some swag. And as you climb up into the wagon again, it's been a while. You're back under the sky of Raxis. And then the kobolds pile in. So many kobolds. On the roof, on the sides, making themselves little ledges.
yeah, I think you're gonna be having to take turns.
And then they sing a small portion, so they don't get copyright strike, a tune that involves the lyrics "Hi Ho."
No, it's like the Scooby Doo movie that they just redo it.
Ho hi, ho hi. And we're gonna end that
That's a
session.
whip.
Hmm?
Oh, I figured. Oh, yeah.
Oh, where's
so,
the whip? There's a way.
Yeah. Also, I figured there would be some identifying happenings, but unless you want to do that next time.
No, we can do the identifyings if you want on the ride back.
Yeah, I figured. Otherwise, it'll just be the start of the next
Yeah, so go through them. Item by item.
All right, well, let's start out with Dragon Gauntlet, question mark.
It is a weapon. It is magical. The name Fang Trap is written on the inside. In Elvish. It does a d4 plus 1, plus your strength. And using a bonus action, you can attempt to grapple a target. So if you hit them with it, you can then use a bonus action to start a grapple attempt instead of using your other attack.
Neat.
So what is it? Pierce damage?
Yeah.
And you say d4 plus 1.
Yep.
And it had a, what, grappling?
Yeah, when you hit with it, you can use a bonus action to grapple. Well, to attempt to grapple.
Okay.
Then there is the Rusted Molten Dagger.
Yeah, I just call it Droopy Warm Knife.
Mm-hmm. That is also a +1 dagger. However, it does bludgeoning damage because most of the point is melted away. It still does a d4. And you can also fling small slivers of fire as a ranged attack, which does 1d6 without modifier. But use your dex for it. It's got a range of 30 feet. It can be used to light torches, small fires. Right, next.
Just want to make a quick note. So, +1 dagger, flings fire damage at 30 feet, and can light flammable objects.
Yeah, and the fire damage is a d6.
Oh, yeah.
It also does
Okay,
bludgeoning because it has no point.
Yeah.
Alright, what's next?
The blood jug.
It is a decanter of vitae. Every day it will fill to the brim with blood.
Okay.
It will not always. It will be blood from a different creature each day as well. That's it. That's all it does. It's just a big old jug of blood.
Hey, someone would appreciate that.
I know, but you'd have to invite them in anyway.
Then there's this small dragon statue.
Hmm. Yes, that one. It does not tell you. Identify cannot pierce the purpose of this object.
So we have another object that we don't know what it does.
And is that it?
I think that was. Yeah, we couldn't do it with the dragon scale scarf either.
Oh yeah, there are the 2 scroll tubes.
Yeah.
They in themselves, because I'm
got-
sure you use I'm sure you use Castalia to check them first. Neither of the tubes are magical.
Okay, because I was about to say this time checking it for see if there's traps, so we don't have the. Make sure that's not a joke tube.
So are you checking or opening?
Well, I'm checking first to see if there's anything about it, and then opening it if there's nothing magical about
Okay.
them. Since
Roll
you're
an
saying,
investigation.
yeah. 15.
There is a trap on one of them.
Oh.
If you had twisted it off, well, you're able to slightly work it out, and then you use it from a distance with Mage Hand. As a razor blade swings out.
Ow.
You can also see that it has something dried on the blade. It might have been poisoned once, but it's been a while.
Nasty.
Mind you, it's also a bit rusty, so probably would have hurt. And yeah, that would have gone right across the fingers. The scroll itself is Agonizer's Scorcher. It's in Xanathar's Guide.
Okay.
And I think this is the right one. The other scroll is Fire Shield. Or Fire and Ice
Ooh.
Shield. However, as you look over Agonizer's Scorcher, you do see some odd additions to it. Like there's curious bits to the formula. And you can see that with a few alternates to the gestures, a little bit of different intonations, you could make it do cold damage instead.
There's definitely some items that are going to be written into the book when we get back.
But until you practice with it, it would have a lower DC if you were using it for cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that's the whole heap.
Yep.
And with that, we shall end the session. We're actually at 3 hours for a change.
All right.
Next time, back to the city of Raxis, provided there's no distractions along the way.
Can hope.
I mean, we do have 40 to 50 kobolds with us.
Yes, and you can't arm them all with slings and crossbows.
Nope.
You forgot to bring them.
Well, they can have rocks.
There's only so many rocks, though.
Yes.
And also we have a cart that's just full up of like
Covered
gold
inside and
glittering
out.
gold and glittering trinkets. Since I'm assuming they brought their paycheck and some of the diamonds.
Yep. They are well loaded. But yes, we'll be back next week with a fresh session. Hopefully it'll be colder. Holy shit, it is rough DMing in this heat.
I can pray.
I can imagine.
Oh, but yeah. Okay, time to hit the button that says stop streaming. I'll be back with another session some other time.